What is up, party people, and this is your July 22nd evening tropical update where we have two tropical depressions right now, one in the Atlantic Basin and one in the Pacific Basin. I'll just touch on the Pacific Basin one super quick. It's just a tropical depression called Tropical Depression 5. That's it. Let's go to the Atlantic where things have definitely been a little weird, because just yesterday, the National Hurricane Center put out a 10% chance for Invest 94L to become a tropical depression. But guess what? That 10% chance turned into 100, because right now, in our little hands, we have TD3, or Tropical Depression 3, at a central pressure of 1,013 millibars, which is almost like the regular pressure, and it's sitting at 30 miles per hour, which I'm sure it's probably doing that in some thunderstorm. But on satellite imagery, it doesn't look like much of a system at all. It has a closed off low level circulation, which we saw earlier this morning. That's the first thing I checked this morning. I was like, let's see how Invest 94L is doing. And it's like, is it a system? Barely. Is it gonna bring rain to South Florida? Surprisingly not, because it's not gonna go onshore, so all the rain is going to stay to the right side of the system or the east side, and it's just gonna travel north and it's gonna get hooked on to the front and it's gonna go wee, and it's gonna become super subtropical like this. Just a very weird system, because none of the models picked this up, and it was just a 10% chance yesterday. Yet we're dealing with a tropical depression about 50 miles to the east of Miami, and no one saw this coming. And this little tropical wave came out of nowhere because it made the long trek across the Saharan air Atlantic Ocean, and it finally made it to a conducive environment, and it took advantage of it to flare up some thunderstorms to make itself look good. And what this system is going to bring is like slightly more increased rain to the Bahamas and maybe some fish out in the sea. And that's about it. That's all TD3 is. I don't think it's going to become a tropical storm. It might even dissipate like later today, just like subtropical storm Andrea. It could be a very similar storm to that, because these small ones, they just flare up and then extinguish that fast. Alright, that was TD3. Very weird how we have a tropical depression that's like right next to Miami, Florida, but no one's caring about this at all, because it's A, not going to strengthen, and B, there's nothing to it right now other than a few thunderstorms a little bit east to the center. Hey, welcome to late July. This is what we're dealing with for tropical weather updates. And that is all we have today. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one for another tropical update. Make sure you bless them. Peace out. TD3.
3, 2, 1.